You are a broker of whispers. Your trade is not in spice or credits or starships. You trade in the galaxy's rarest currency. You deal in secrets. Your clients are not people. They are not even biological. Your clients are the suns themselves, the great and silent furnaces of the cosmos. Your ship is the quiet omen. It is a small thing of matte black alloy. It runs silent and cold. It has to. Running hot near a client is considered exceptionally rude, like shouting in a library made of pure fusion. Your cockpit is a sphere of hardened quartz. It gives you a perfect view of the star-filled dark. Below you, a small yellow dwarf hangs in the void, a G-class star, young, barely 1 billion years old. It pulses with a soft, eager light. It wants to make a deal. You open the channel, not a radio wave, not a laser pulse. You open your mind. The ship helps. Its hull hums, filtering the raw energy. It translates the star's light into feelings, into concepts you can understand. The little star is excited. It feels like a puppy about to get a treat. Its coronal flares are tiny wags of a tail. It has something for you. The precise 16-digit gravitational constant of its system, useful data. It could help a colony ship navigate this sector safely someday. A good, solid piece of information. And it wants something in return. You feel its request. A gentle, inquisitive push. It wants to understand a human concept. It has chosen one from your catalog. A simple one, for a simple star. It wants to know the feeling of bittersweet. You smile. This is an easy trade. A common one for younger stars. They exist in states of pure being. Joy is burning. Sadness is dimming. They do not understand the mix. The ache of a happy memory. The sweetness of a goodbye. You access the required data. Not from a computer. From yourself, you call up a memory. The last day of a summer vacation as a child. The warmth of the sun on your skin. The sadness of knowing it was over. The joy of the experience itself. A perfect blend. You package the feeling. You wrap it in a psychic field, then you send it. A focused beam of pure emotion. It travels across the 1,000,000 kilometers between you. It strikes the star's photosphere. The star shimmers. Its light flickers for a moment. It processes the new input. First, a wave of soft, golden light. That's the joy. Then, a dimmer, almost violet pulse. That's the sadness. Then the two lights merge. They swirl into a new color. A gentle, warm amber that glows with a quiet depth. The star has learned. In return, the numbers flow into your ship's computer. 16 digits of perfect, hard data. Transaction complete. The little star pulses a thank you, a feeling of warm satisfaction. You pulse back a confirmation, a sense of professional courtesy. It is always good to be polite to your clients, especially when they can vaporize you with a stray thought. You are the only one who does this. Others have tried. They went mad from the scale of it all, or they were burned to ashes. Their ships were not properly shielded. Their minds were not properly trained. They thought they could speak to gods without learning the language. Your language is empathy. Your shield is control. You take their cosmic truths. You give them fragments of the human soul. A fair trade, you have always thought. Humanity has plenty of soul to spare. It is one of our few renewable resources. The quiet omen turns from the now glowing star. You set a course for the deep, silent spaces, the places between the arms of the galaxy. It is where you go to rest, to be alone with the secrets you have gathered. The ship is small, the universe is large, and your work is never, ever done. For days, you drift in the interstellar quiet. The ship is your shell. The void is your home. The silence is broken only by the hum of life support and the whisper of the ship's coffee machine. It is an old model. You think it might be haunted. It sometimes makes coffee that tastes faintly of regret. You review your collection, not on a screen, but in the quiet archives of your mind. You have the chemical formula for hope. You have the sound a black hole makes when it dies. You have the true name of the first quasar. Each one was bought with a piece of humanity, a feeling, an idea, a memory. You are a library of impossible things, a curator of feelings traded for facts. It is a lonely job, but it is a necessary one. The stars are ancient and powerful and wise, but they are not human. They need your perspective, and humanity, in its infancy, needs their knowledge. Then you feel a new call. It is not like the eager pulse of the yellow dwarf. This is different. This call is immense. It is cold. It is impossibly ancient. It is a weight on your senses, a pressure that makes the ship's hull groan. This is not a star from a nebula. It is not part of a cozy galactic cluster. This one is alone, a rogue wanderer in the absolute dark between galaxies. The ship's long-range sensors flicker to life. They project a filtered image onto the quartz canopy. It is a blue giant, a B-class behemoth, so large it warps the space around it. Its light is not warm or friendly. It is a sharp, piercing blue, a light that has seen the birth and death of constellations, a light that has traveled for millions of years in total solitude. The call intensifies. It is not a request. It is a summons. The ship's systems struggle to translate. The feeling is too vast, too complex. But a single word emerges from the torrent. A name. Not one you read, but one you feel in your bones. Solitude. You steady yourself. This is not a routine trade. This is a major client, a master of the star-born world. Dealing with a star like this is dangerous. It holds power beyond your comprehension. Its thoughts are gravity wells. Its voice is hard radiation. One wrong move could be your last. But the reward could be immense. A star this old knows things. Things from the dawn of time. You open the primary channel. You brace your mind for contact. The feeling that washes over you is not malice. It is not anger. It is an ancient, profound, and unending loneliness. You are the woman who sold secrets to stars, and a very important client is calling. The star named Solitude does not speak in pulses. It communicates in silences, in the vast, patient spaces between its thoughts. Your ship, the quiet omen, drifts before it, a speck of dust in the presence of a mountain. The blue giant waits. You send out a standard greeting, a query of intent, a feeling of professional readiness. You're here to trade. State your offer. State your price. This is how it is done. It is business. The star's response is slow. It takes nearly an hour for the concept to form. It is not a simple data point. It is not a scientific formula. The offer is staggering. So staggering you think your ship's translator is broken. You run a diagnostic. The systems are fine. The offer is real. Solitude offers you a glimpse of creation, not a history lesson, not a simulation. It offers the direct, sensory experience of the first moment, the instant the universe ignited, the birth of space and time itself, the ultimate secret of star science. Your breath catches in your throat. This is the source code of reality, the knowledge every physicist and philosopher has ever dreamed of. It is a truth so fundamental it is considered impossible to know, a forbidden knowledge. To witness it would be to understand everything. You try to remain calm, professional. Such an offer must have an equally staggering price. You send back another query. What do you want in return? The secret of faster-than-light travel? The formula for creating life? The location of other sentient races? The star's answer is simple. It is humbling. It is deeply, deeply strange. It does not want some grand cosmic truth from humanity. It does not want technology or science. It wants one thing: a single, perfect, human memory. The memory of loss. You are stunned into silence. A star that has existed for eons. A being that has watched galaxies collide and tear themselves apart. It has witnessed entropy on a scale you cannot imagine. It knows the end of things. It knows oblivion. But it has never experienced loss. It has no loved ones to mourn. It has no past to regret. It has existed in a state of pure, isolated being. It understands destruction. It does not understand grief. It wants the specific, personal ache of a human heart. It wants sorrow. This is more than business. This is intimate. To give it what it wants, you cannot just project a concept. You must give a piece of yourself. A genuine memory. Ripped from your own past. And you must choose the right one. It has to be pure, unfiltered. The risks are enormous. Forbidden knowledge is called that for a reason. Witnessing creation could shatter your mind. It could leave you a drooling wreck, lost in the echoes of eternity. And the price, giving away a core memory that would change you forever. You would lose a part of who you are. The blue giant waits. Its light is a steady, patient gaze. It has waited for millions of years. It can wait a few more minutes for your answer. You look at its vast, lonely face, a being of unimaginable power, asking for the secret of a single teardrop. You could refuse. You could turn the quiet omen around. You could flee back to the safety of known space, back to simple trades with simple stars. But you are the broker. Your entire life is the pursuit of what is unknown. And this is the ultimate unknown. A joke surfaces in your mind. This is like the universe's most extreme job interview. And the final question is about your greatest weakness. Literally. You almost laugh, but the sound dies in your throat. The gravity of the choice is too heavy. To know how it all began, but to lose a part of your own beginning. It is a terrible, beautiful bargain. A poet's transaction. You sit in the silent cockpit for a long time. The blue light of solitude fills your vision. Finally, you make your decision. You will make the trade. The deal is struck. The terms are set. Now comes the hardest part, the payment. You cannot pull this memory from a database. You must find it within yourself. You guide the quiet omen to a safe distance. You need to concentrate. This requires a deep dive into your own history. Your ship's meditation chamber is a simple room, a single chair in the center. The walls are dark and non-reflective. When the door closes, it is absolute blackness. There are no distractions here, only you and your past. You sit. You close your eyes. You begin the search. You sift through the archives of your life, looking for the perfect sorrow, a pure, undiluted grief, the kind solitude has requested. You find many sorrows, the small hurts of childhood, a scraped knee, a lost toy. These are shallow, fleeting. They lack the depth the star requires. They are the grief of a moment, not a lifetime. You move forward. Through the awkward years of youth, you find the sting of betrayal, a friend who shared a secret, the burn of embarrassment, a failure in front of your peers. These are sharper, more complex. But they are tangled with anger, with pride. They are not pure loss. The star needs the real thing, the kind of loss that carves a hole in you, the kind that changes the shape of your world. You must go deeper, to the memories you keep locked away, the ones you never visit. You think of past loves, the slow, painful fade of a relationship, the final, difficult conversation, the emptiness of a room once shared. This is closer. This has the ache the star wants. But even this is mixed with nostalgia, with fondness for the good times. It is not pure. You sigh in the darkness. This is harder than you thought. It seems your human heart insists on mixing its emotions. It is a messy, inefficient organ. You almost tell the ship's computer to file a complaint with your creator. But you know it wouldn't get the joke. You must go to the core, to the bedrock of your own story. There is one memory you have sealed off completely, a place you never allow your consciousness to wander. It is walled off for a reason. It is dangerous ground. You take a deep breath. You push past the mental warnings, the psychic alarms you built long ago. You step into the memory. The air smells of antiseptic. The light is a flat, sterile white. The only sound is the soft, rhythmic beep of a machine. You are standing beside a bed. In the bed lies your father. He is pale. He is still. His hand is resting on the white sheet. You remember this moment, the final moment. The machine beside the bed was counting his heartbeats. Each beep was a confirmation he was still here. And you were waiting for the beeps to stop. You were waiting for the silence. You reach out in the memory. You touch his hand. It is cool. Not cold yet, but the warmth is fading. You hold it. You feel the fragile texture of his skin, the familiar shape of his fingers. This is the hand that taught you to fly a ship, the hand that held yours when you were scared. You look at his face. His eyes are closed. The lines of a long life are etched around them. A life of work, of laughter, of love. A life that is now ending. And you are here to witness it, to be the last thing he is connected to in this world. The beeping of the machine becomes slower, softer. Each beat is an effort. You feel a tear forming in your eye, but you do not let it fall. You are his daughter. You must be strong for him, even at the very end. Then the silence comes. The machine lets out a single, long, unbroken tone. It is a sound of finality, a sound that cuts you in half. The silence in the room is total. It is heavier than any planet. It is the sound of a universe that is suddenly impossibly empty. In that silence, you feel the loss. It is not an idea. It is a physical presence, a cold, heavy weight in your chest. A hole has been torn in the fabric of your life, and it will never be repaired. It can be patched over. It can be ignored, but it will always be there. This is it. This is the memory, the perfect, unblemished jewel of human sorrow. It is the most painful thing you have ever known, and it is the price you must pay. The price for a glimpse of creation. You pull back from the memory. You are shaking. The meditation chamber feels cold. You open your eyes to the darkness. You have what you need. You are ready to make the payment. You return to the cockpit. The blue giant, Solitude, waits patiently. Its light seems to question you. Are you ready? You take your place in the command chair. You engage the transfer systems. The ship hums, its power focusing into a single point. This is not like sending a concept. This is like broadcasting a piece of your own soul. You take the memory, the sterile room, the beeping machine, the cooling hand, the final, crushing silence. You package it all. You add the one tear you never shed. It is the core of the feeling, the grief held back, the love that had nowhere left to go. This is the true price, not just the memory, but the unexpressed emotion tied to it, the teardrop of the soul. With a final, ragged breath, you send it. The beam of psychic energy lances out from the quiet omen. It is invisible, silent, but it carries the weight of a world. It strikes the surface of solitude. For a moment, nothing happens. The star's blue light remains steady. Then, a flicker, a single tiny ripple across its massive surface. The blue light wavers. It shifts. A new color appears. A deep, sorrowful violet. It spreads from the point of impact. It washes over the star's face like a wave. The star is learning. For the first time in 10 billion years, solitude is experiencing grief. Its light dims. Its energy output drops by a fraction of a percent. For a star this size, that is an enormous amount of power. It is the energy equivalent of a planetary system. The star is weeping light. You feel the change inside you. A sudden, sharp hollowness. The memory is gone. You know that you were there. You know that your father passed away. You can recall the facts. But the feeling, the crushing weight of that silence, the coolness of his hand, is gone. It is a page ripped from your book. You are now a person who was not there for her father's final moment. You have sold that part of yourself. As the violet light of the star's sorrow fades, its promise is kept. The knowledge comes. It is not a gentle flow of data. It is a tidal wave, an explosion in your mind. The birth of the universe is not something you see. It is something you become. You are there, before time, before space. There is no light, no dark, only potential. A single, infinitely dense point of pure being. You feel the pressure. The impossible compression of everything that ever was or will be. All packed into a space smaller than a thought. Then, the ignition. It is not a bang. It is a song. A chord of impossible complexity played on strings of reality itself. The universe sings itself into existence. You feel the first-second stretch into an eternity. You experience the laws of physics being born. Gravity separating from the other forces. Light learning how to travel. Your mind screams. It is too much. The human brain is not designed for this. It is a thimble trying to hold the ocean. The ship's systems overload. Alarms blare, unheard by you. The quartz canopy cracks under the psychic strain. You see the first stars ignite, not as distant points of light, but from the inside out. You feel their fusion cores roar to life. You are a part of their fire. You are scattered across the expanding cosmos, a ghost in the machine of creation. The experience lasts for an eternity, and for less than a second. Then, it is over. You are back in your chair, in the cockpit of the quiet omen. The alarms are screaming. The canopy is fractured. The ship is adrift. Your nose is bleeding. Every muscle in your body aches as if it has been torn apart and put back together. But you are alive. You are sane. Mostly. The knowledge is settled in your mind, not as a memory, but as a fundamental part of you. You know how the universe works. You have seen the blueprint. You look at the blue giant, solitude. Its light has returned to its normal, piercing blue. But something is different. There is a new depth to it, a new wisdom. It pulses once. A slow, gentle wave of gratitude and empathy. It understands now. The transaction is complete. You have gained a forbidden knowledge, and you have paid for it with a piece of your soul. You are no longer the same person who entered this system. You have been unmade and remade. You have a hole in your past and a universe in your head. You silence the alarms with a wave of your hand. The ship is damaged, but it will hold. You have what you came for, and so much more. You turn the quiet omen away from the ancient, lonely star. As you glide away, you realize the true cost. The knowledge you gained is not just a map of the past, it is a warning about the future.